You know, it's hard enough having autism, but there are other things that are hard too. Not because of things that are hard for me emotionally, but for some people, life is hard simply because of the kind of person you are, whether it be skin color or sexuality or gender. And that's a very unfortunate thing that for being in a certain category, you're destined to face some form of discrimination one way or another. The sad thing is, I'm wondering if that will ever happen to me because I'm a woman. The sad thing is, there are a lot of people out there who have some very horrible beliefs about women. The most horrible of them all being that some people believe that women should not have rights and that they should not be allowed to make their own decisions. For the life of me, I can't figure out why someone would want something like that, ex- ex- except for them being completely evil. And as I've probably said before in other videos, people can be pure evil and believe that they are a good person. The fact is, if you believe that anything that lives, anything that breathes, anything that has emotions and feelings does not have the right to have rights or does not have the right to make their own decisions, anyone who thinks that is a horrible person. I mean, it really upsets me that even to this day, there are people that think that women don't deserve to be in certain workforces and that women are only good for being housewives and cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. It totally disgusts me. Why in the world would people have such hurtful thoughts about people who are alive, who have talents, who have dreams, who have desires to do things that they enjoy, the things that they love, and don't want their lives to be decided by people who have such degrading thoughts about them, who thinks that they're less than human, who thinks that they're beneath them. Who in the right mind? I mean, that's why we really need more gender equality. I feel that to this day, there are still too many people out there who have terrible beliefs about women. I do admit we've made a lot of progress over the years. It still astounds me that so many years ago, 100 years ago or so, maybe a little more than that, women were not allowed to vote. It's completely absurd. Women are just as much a part of our society as men. They're just as affected by the government's decisions as everybody else. That's why they have every right to vote for whoever it is that is going to be a part of running and maintaining our country. Let me tell you something. Mexico got it right. Mexico has smarter voters than America because some time ago, about a year ago, Mexico elected its first female president. And not only was it a woman, she was Jewish. She's Jewish, yes. So, yeah, even though she's not particularly religious as she claims, but yeah, Mexico had its first. They saw past the sexist, anti Semitist, discriminatory views that unfortunately a lot of people in my country have. And they chose something probably better. I don't know for sure because I'm not Mexican, I'll leave it up to them, but still, if only we could see more people who understand that women are just as capable as men. In fact, there are a lot of very strong women and a lot of women with good senses of humor that claim that women will always be able to do more than men because men can't have babies. I mean, think about it. The only reason why men exist is because of women. But unfortunately, that leads to some even more disturbing discrimination. It really is hard to believe, but from what I've seen on my favorite scary stories on YouTube, there are some people that believe that the only thing that women are good for is having children, and that is just despicable. As if they believe that women are just tools, just objects to be used, that they don't have feelings, that they don't have emotions, that they don't have a desire to be happy, that they don't have dreams, that they are less human. It is absolutely disgusting, despicable, and it really makes me mad. But I swear, to all those people who have those beliefs, and all those people who have ever done horrible things to women, from what I have seen, karma definitely reaches them eventually. Sometimes by the hand of justice, through law enforcement, sometimes through the hand of God, through a divine punishment, and sometimes by their own hands when they commit the most vile of crimes imaginable and are such cowards that they'd rather die than face the arm of the law. That's what Elliot Rodger did, that psychopathic, narcissistic YouTuber. But really, besides being a psychopathic, narcissistic YouTuber, he was a total loser. He thought he was the best. He thought he was this incredible, superior being when really he was just a rich dork. But you see, the thing is, there are people like him that still exist in this world, and I swear, they'll all get karma one way or another, whether it be in life or in death. One way or another, they'll get it. They always, always do, either in life or in death. It really disturbs me that there's some people, well, actually a lot of people, who have these discriminatory beliefs against not just women, but a lot of people, and they truly believe that they're a good person and that they have a right to have these degrading and low and discriminated, bigoted, and overall hateful feelings towards others when really nobody ever has any right to hate someone just because they're different. It's completely wrong to hate someone or discriminate against someone or not accept someone just because they're different from you. Look, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, no matter how religious you think they are. You don't have a right to control their decisions. You don't have a right to think that you know what's best for them just because you feel that you're superior. It's just so wrong. All these people, so many people out there, think they're better than all other categories of people just because of their own beliefs. Or they think that certain people are wrong or bad just because they're part of a certain religious, sexuality, or race category. The fact is, you can't you can't justify beliefs about an entire group of people and then view and treat everybody like that just because they're part of that category. Because human beings are so diverse and so complex that really all human category stereotypes in this world are completely false. All of them. Even the positive ones can be insulting because that's a lot of high expectations and assumptions that could put a lot of pressure on people and destroy their self-esteem. The fact is, human beings all have to love and respect each other. Love and respect each other, even if our beliefs do not match up with them. We have to love and respect each other and treat everybody the way we want to be treated. And we have to respect people's decisions and their rights, even if certain things, even if our beliefs don't fall in line with it. We have to keep our beliefs to ourselves and ensure that this world has equal rights for all human beings, no matter who they are, no matter what they are, no matter what their difference is. The fact is, human society thrives best on complete fairness. When everyone has equal rights, that is when society thrives the best. That is when the economy works best. That is when everybody is at their happiest and healthiest. And when people are at their happiest and healthiest, that's when they're able to work their hardest. And when we're able to work our hardest, we truly contribute to not only society, but to our families, to our friends, and of course to ourselves. Because our feelings matter as much as everybody else's. It is important to care about others and care about others more than yourself, but that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be happy. You need to care about your own happiness and understand that your happiness matters as much as everybody else's. So, don't ever think that you deserve to be brought down or held back. Every human being deserves to have the best kind of rights imaginable. The rights to pursue whatever job they desire, the right to pursue whatever kind of life they desire, and have the right to do what makes them happy and healthy. Just as long as they are not seriously hurting themselves or others. The thing is, a lot of people would use that as an excuse to say things like, but they are hurting themselves or others because sometimes you just don't get to decide that. The only people who get to decide that are the actual victims and the people themselves. Yeah, you need to know what is hurtful and what is not. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are very bigoted, and most of these bigoted people are extremely uneducated and believe in all kinds of crazy pseudoscience and stuff. They'll believe any kind of crazy things that they see, if only to keep their delusions alive and make them keep believing that their horrible beliefs are right. They would rather die than be proven wrong, and that's really disturbing. Well, karma hits them eventually, whether in life or in death, it hits them. There is no escape from punishment, from all kinds of horrible things done throughout your life. For those of you who have done horrible things, if you think that you're prepared for divine punishment in hell, you don't know what you're dealing with. Well, we'll see those big kinds of people who torment the world with bigotry and disrespect for others because of who they are. We'll see them get the karma they deserve eventually. We'll see.